Mr. Fresh is back again with 10 high glucose consequences for body. Sugar is something that nobody can say he doesn't like. The sweet translucent starch is by all accounts all over and in all things. Be that as it may, burning through a lot of it tends to be adverse to our well-being. Sugar is sweet and delightful. It triggers the delight sensors in our minds. Be that as it may be, eating a lot of it can bring about unnerving well-being chances. Food sources with higher measure of sugar can be difficult to stay away from. Also, a portion of our day-by-day consumable things with higher measure of sugar include sodas, cake, candy, syrups and cereals. According research, the greatest measure of sugar one ought to be burning through per day is 37.5 grams each day for men. What's more, 25 grams each day for ladies. Obviously, we should all be looking at the nourishment names on the food label. You are likely burning through more sugar than you might suspect. Yet, fortunately, your body has methods of letting you realize that it's an ideal opportunity to restrict your sugar admission. Here are 10 high glucose impacts on body. Number 1. Joint pain. Numerous examinations have shown that sugar builds irritation in the body. The impacts can wait for some time, after you have really burned through sugar. So you probably would not accept that your eating routine may be the reason. The irritation can bring about joint torment, growing, and firmness. Along these lines, on the off chance that you are encountering any joint agony, it's likely, maybe an admonition from your body that you are devouring a lot sugar. You ought to think about bringing down your sugar admission and check whether the torment improves. Number 2. Low energy. Sugar in the correct extent is useful for you since glucose is the thing that provides your body with energy. Yet, any deviation from appropriate levels can prompt low energy. At the point when you eat sweet thing, the pancreas discharges insulin to help carry glucose to the cells, giving you a surge of energy. Yet, when you go through it, you may incite drop in your energy levels. Consequently, the more sugar you eat, the more limit the sugar plunge will follow. On the off chance that you would prefer not to wind up around there, try not to go after the sweet things and rather go for lean proteins and sound fats quality food varieties. Number 3. Premature aging. Sugar can really speed up the indications of maturing. An eating routine with high measure of sugar produces compounds in the body that hurt collagen and elastin, the proteins that are crucial to keep the skin seem youthful. In the event that you are eating a great deal of sugar, wrinkles will begin to frame, and your skin may begin hanging a whole lot earlier than it would in the event that you were on a better eating routine. Number 4. Craving sugar. You probably won't know about this yet. Our bodies build up such a reliance on sugar. In any case, we do realize that devouring sugar discharges dopamine in the cerebrum, which is the vibe acceptable substance that fulfills us. Food with high sum sugar would not cause you to feel full, since it doesn't contain any helpful supplements, which is the reason you frequently feel hungry, regardless of whether you just ate a major tasty sweet biscuit. Examination has shown that sugar rolls out huge improvements to your dopamine receptors, which at last prompts higher resistance, and results in an expanded need of sugar utilization to get an impact. In the event that you need to eat something with sugar, search for organic product with normal sugars. These choices are both solid and compelling at halting those sugar desires. Number 5. Constant skin breakouts. Presently, here is a sign your body sends, that is difficult to ignore, since it will be directly all over. As I said before, that a lot of glucose in the blood can prompt irritation. Skin breakout is a kind of irritation of the skin. This insulin support from your pancreas, it can build the movement of your skin's oil organs, and presto, meet your new pimple. Along these lines, if your raucous skin is irritating you, and no skin breakout treatment out there appears to help, take a stab at changing your dietary patterns. It doesn't imply that you should cut sugar from your life totally. However, you should burn through less food varieties that contain added sugar. At the point when you see the change, you will not have any desire to return to the sweet stuff until kingdom come. Number 6. Hypertension. An excess of sugar isn't useful for your heart. An eating routine that contains high measure of sugar can build your circulatory strain higher than typical. With regards to hypertension, adding a lot of sugars in your eating routine likely matter more than dietary sodium. Fructose specifically can essentially increment cardiovascular dangers by causing metabolic brokenness. It is nothing unexpected that the American Heart Affiliation has suggested restricting added sugars in your eating routine. All the more explicitly, for ladies, they recommend a limit of 100 calories each day or 6 teaspoons of added sugars. With respect to men, they ought to be devouring not in excess of 150 calories or 9 teaspoons of added sugars each day. So ensure you pick your snacks shrewdly. Number 7. High sugar tolerance. At the point when you eat a ton of sweet food varieties, your taste buds become acclimated to a similar degree of pleasantness over the long haul. Also, probably won't react to it like they used to. Overabundant sugar dulls your sense of taste. So normal sweet organic products don't taste as sweet to you as they ought to. Furthermore, that is a genuine disgrace on the grounds that there isn't anything better than the genuine taste of a succulent apple or other characteristic organic products. So if normally sweet food sources simply don't actually cut it and you need super sweet low quality nourishment to fulfill your taste buds, have a go at eliminating counterfeit sweet added substances and change to an even eating routine after some time. You will see a distinction. Number 8. High cholesterol. There are considerably more secret indications of having an excessive amount of sugar in your eating routine. For example, expanded degrees of different fats that circle in your circulation system. Commonly, when individuals consider food sources that raise cholesterol levels, they will in general consider food varieties that have high rates of immersed fat. Indeed, these food sources, alongside food sources that are high in trans fats, unquestionably increment awful cholesterol levels. Moreover, a high measure of sugar can altogether expand terrible cholesterol also. On the off chance that you are worried about your cholesterol levels, as well as lessening your fat admission, you ought to likewise consider removing added sugars. Number 9. Weaken immune system. Around over 65% of your immune system is situated in the gut. What's more, digestive system contains a large number of bacterium. High sugar just feed the awful microbes, which thus influences how well the immune system can work. On the off chance that you fall ill regularly, it could be time to restrict your sugar admission. Number 10. Sleeping issues. Eating a tidbit or burning through a refreshment with high measure of sugar before sleep time isn't actually acceptable. It can make it harder to fall rest or stay unconscious for the duration of the evening. Since sugar gives a short explosion of energy for the body, it makes hitting the sack harder. At the point when you should quiet down and planning for rest. Then again, it might have the inverse impact presently. That is on the grounds that sugar triggers the delivery of serotonin, a synapse that causes you to feel loose. Yet, even in the wake of falling asleep, you actually will not have the fulfillment of a decent night rest. You will not awaken feeling as great. Due to the plunge in your sugar levels during the evening, it is ideal to quit eating foods with high measure of sugar completely in the evening 2 hours before you go to bed. Along these lines, any sugar you have burned through has sufficient opportunity to clear its path through your immune system. You can then unwind, and your body will make some simpler memories getting into rest mode. Sugar isn't something that ought to be kept away from no matter what. In any case, restricting the utilization of added sugars not exclusively does the body great. It additionally assists you with saving calories for the food sources that really top you often cause you to feel good. What about you? Do you consume too much sugar? Or on the other hand, do you see any of these signs in your body? Let us know in the comment segment beneath. Remember to like, share and subscribe, so you will not miss out other great videos like this. Thanks for watching.